Welcome back, everyone. Today we are about to unravel a life-changing secret that will leave you curious, excited, and most importantly, inspired to take action. Imagine this. What if I told you there are 5 habits that could completely transform your life in just 1 week? Yes, you heard me right. Just 7 days. It might sound too good to be true, but stick with me, because by the end of this video, you'll see how these habits are not only feasible, but can revolutionize your daily routine in ways you've never imagined. Never miss the last 2 habits. These aren't your typical drink more water or write a to-do list kind of tips. We're talking about real, raw, and honest practices that I've personally integrated into my own life. And trust me, the results were nothing short of extraordinary. Whether you're looking to boost your productivity, enhance your mental health, or simply make your everyday life more intentional, these habits will help you get there. So grab a cup of coffee, find a comfy spot, and let's dive deep into this transformative journey. Now, before we begin, let me set the stage with a little suspense. Each of these habits comes with a personal story, moments of struggle, breakthroughs, and triumphs. These aren't theoretical ideas. They're practical, actionable steps that you can start implementing today. Plus, there's a special bonus waiting for you at the end, a powerful insight that ties everything together. So trust me, you'll want to watch until the very last second. Habit 1. Waking up early. Our first habit is waking up early. Now let me be honest with you, I was never a morning person. My bed was my sanctuary and the snooze button was my best friend. Mornings were chaotic, rushed, and often left me feeling like I was already behind before the day had even begun. But one week I decided to challenge myself. I set my alarm for 5 a.m. and committed to getting out of bed without hitting snooze. The first few days were brutal. I dragged myself out of bed, questioning my sanity and wondering if it was really worth the effort. But then, something incredible happened. By the 3rd day, I started to notice the magic of the early morning hours. There's a unique stillness that comes with being awake before the world. The air feels fresher, the world quieter, and the sense of clarity that comes with this time is unparalleled. I use these extra hours to do things I never seemed to have time for before. Light exercise, meditation, and planning my day with intention. One morning, I decided to watch the sunrise from my balcony. It was a breathtaking moment. As the sky transitioned from deep hues of purple to warm shades of orange and gold, I felt a profound sense of gratitude and peace. It was in that moment that I truly understood the transformative power of waking up early. If you're not a morning person, don't worry. Start small. Set your alarm just 15 minutes earlier than usual and gradually build from there. The key isn't to add more hours to your day, but to create meaningful and intentional time for yourself. Habit 2. Daily exercise. Next up is daily exercise. Let me tell you, I was once the queen of excuses. I'm too tired. I don't have time. I'll start tomorrow. Sound familiar? But one day I decided enough was enough. I committed to moving my body every single day for a week, and the results were nothing short of transformative. I started small, dedicating just 20 minutes a day. I alternated between yoga, jogging, and strength training to keep things interesting. The first few days were tough. My muscles were sore, and I felt exhausted. But by the 4th day, something amazing happened. I woke up feeling energized, my mood improved, and I was more positive and focused throughout the day. Exercise became more than just a physical activity. It became a form of self-care. It was my time to disconnect from the world and reconnect with myself. Whether it was a calming yoga session or an invigorating jog, each workout left me feeling stronger, both physically and mentally. One memorable moment was a crisp morning jog when I felt a sense of freedom and clarity that I hadn't experienced in years. It was just me, the open road, and my thoughts. That sense of empowerment stayed with me long after the workout ended. If you're struggling to get started, my advice is simple. Start small and find something you enjoy. Whether it's dancing, hiking, or even just a brisk walk, commit to a few minutes a day and gradually build up. The benefits you'll experience, both physically and mentally, are well worth the effort. Habit 3. Journaling. The third habit is journaling. Now, I used to think journaling was only for those with a lot of free time or a natural inclination for introspection. But 1 week of consistent journaling completely changed my perspective. Every night, I spent just 10 minutes writing in a plain notebook. I didn't worry about grammar, structure, or perfection. It was just me and my thoughts. At first, I wrote about the basics, how my day went, what made me happy, and what challenged me. But as the days went by, my entries became deeper. I reflected on my goals, fears, dreams, and even insecurities. It felt like having a heart-to-heart conversation with myself, and that's when the magic happened. Through journaling, I started to notice patterns in my thoughts and behaviors. I gained clarity on what truly mattered and identified areas where I could take actionable steps. One night, after a particularly stressful day at work, I wrote about what had caused my stress and how I could handle it differently next time. That simple act of reflection helped me process my emotions and regain a sense of control. Another transformative aspect of journaling was tracking my progress. I documented small victories and milestones, no matter how minor they seemed. Looking back at those entries filled me with a sense of accomplishment and motivated me to keep pushing forward. For example, I wrote about preparing for a presentation I was nervous about, and seeing the journey documented in my journal was incredibly encouraging. If you've never tried journaling, I highly encourage you to start. Don't worry about writing perfectly or having profound thoughts. Just write whatever comes to mind, a stream of consciousness, a recap of your day, or reflections on a specific event. You might be surprised at how much clarity and peace it brings into your life. Habit 4. Mindful eating. The fourth habit is mindful eating. Like many people, I used to eat on the go, barely paying attention to what or how much I was consuming. Meals were rushed and distracted affairs, often eaten while scrolling through my phone or working on my laptop. But for 1 week, I decided to eat all my meals mindfully, and it was a game changer. Mindful eating is all about paying full attention to the experience of eating, the flavors, textures, and even the sounds of your food. I started by creating a calming environment for my meals. No distractions, just me and my plate. At first, it felt strange to sit quietly with my food, but it quickly became a peaceful ritual. One of the first things I noticed was how much more I enjoyed my food. By eating slowly and mindfully, I savored each bite and felt more satisfied after meals. This practice also helped me recognize my hunger and fullness cues, which naturally led to healthier eating habits. For example, one evening, instead of mindlessly snacking after dinner, I paused and asked myself if I was truly hungry or just seeking comfort. Realizing I wasn't actually hungry, I opted for a cup of herbal tea instead. It was a small but powerful moment that highlighted the benefits of mindful eating. Habit 5. Limiting screen time. Our fifth habit is limiting screen time, a particularly challenging one in today's digital world. I realized that endless scrolling and binge watching were draining my energy, productivity, and even my happiness. So I set a daily limit of 1 hour for non-work related screen time. It was tough at first, but the results were astonishing. With the extra time, I rediscovered old hobbies, spent